Shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Hello, hello, my lovelies. How are you? How's everybody this morning? Let's see if I can get this the right way here. Oh, that works. And I always redo the settings. It's one thing that's a little annoying. So yeah, there's that's as good as it's gonna get. Especially this morning. How is everybody? Hello, Miss Pinky. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? I'm dragging ass. Oh, I'm so tired from yesterday's escapades. My trip yesterday was fun, but it was long. I'm tired. Got some great photos. Met a couple of new friends. And it was a beautiful day. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. I'm hoping to catch up on some sleep, but unfortunately, I've got a list of stuff I got to do today too. So I think I'm gonna have to sneak something in between. Maybe while I'm shopping this morning for groceries, I'll take a nap as I'm walking around the store. Maybe that'll work. I've got to get it in some point tonight. Doing the show with Carla, so hopefully everybody will pop in and hang out for chick chat tonight. Oh yeah, I did. It was a really nice time. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to because I was starting to have trouble with walking, but otherwise, some beautiful stones, some really nice old cemeteries. I've got some audio to go over. Hi, Parasolo. Good morning. Oh, 2 cups. Yes, it's a 2-cup kind of morning. And then when we got home late, the thing is that, you're exhausted. I didn't dare lay down because then I would have fell asleep. And then I wouldn't have slept last night. So I was struggling to keep myself awake until, a decent hour to pass out. So I made it though. But yeah, it was a perfect day yesterday for that trip. So I'm glad that we went. It's been a couple of years since we've been in that direction. We went to the Salmon River in Pulaski, New York, and the weather was just perfect. And of course, it was loaded up with salmon fishermen from all over the country. I was trying to get some photos and some video of the guys catching salmon, but they weren't running because the season just started, so they weren't running as fast as somebody had said that they were. So I didn't get any shots of anybody with salmon, but hopefully, maybe we'll go back up again and I can catch some. But it's an amazing thing to see when somebody latches onto a salmon, because it's one heck of a fight. All the water levels were low too. A few of the creeks and stuff around the area were like bone dry. So yeah, we're desperately low on water for that one thing. But the river was flowing pretty good. So there was still a lot of fishermen from all over, and they all had their gear on and trying to get those fish. So yeah, I think it's been about 3 years since the last time we were there, and it's too bad I didn't get shots from last time because they were hooking in them pretty good last time we were there. So we'll have to maybe plan another trip, take up before the season ends. And then they also have the fish hatchery that's that way. So they run up the river, and then the end of the trip is at the fish hatchery. It goes right into the fish hatchery, and then you'll see hundreds of them, just all piling in to the chute that they swim into, and then it goes up into the hatchery, and then that's when the hatchery will extract the eggs and stuff, incubate them, and then reintroduce them back out into the river. It's really a cool process. Like I said, after all of what we did yesterday, and my legs and stuff were killing me. I was having a hard time getting in and out of the vehicle, and my husband ended up getting a headache. So, because we could have stopped at the hatchery, and then I could have walked through and filmed all of that. I'll have to dig through my old pictures and see if I can pull some out and post some of them. But it shows you the step-by-step on how they do the egg retrieval of the salmon, and how they incubate them and set them back out into the river. It's pretty cool. It's one heck of a process. Actually, I wish they would. They never have it open when they're doing that process. It'd be cool if they did, so that we could see it in person. But they have the whole place is set up really cool, videos and photographs, and the history of the whole area, and about the salmon being introduced into the salmon river back in the day, which pretty much saved the town of Pulaski, because it was just a small little speck of a town. My husband's family grew up there, and there was nothing there. Now it's a thriving, like, mini city. So it's pretty cool. The salmon are also very nice to eat. Yes, yeah. Well, that's why we get the fishermen from all over. They're from New York City, they're from Jersey, South Carolina, Texas, all over. And these people are serious. They show up in full gear. They've got, they sleep in the back of their vehicles. But there's campgrounds and lodges and all of this stuff all through the town to house these guys. People bring their campers and set them up. And they're serious. They're there for days trying to get those elusive salmon. It's not easy to catch salmon. It used to be, you could do it like by snagging. They don't allow that anymore because it's cruel to the fish, which I understand that, but the fish is swimming upstream to die anyway. So what's the difference in how you catch it? But there's so many rules. The one year my husband and I, when we were younger, we all went up there for fishing, steelhead and the salmon, and he ended up catching them with his hands. That's a video I would have loved to have shared. They had, he was running up the stream and just pretty much jumped in after that fish, and he caught it with his hands. I never laughed so hard. Oh, it was so funny. But it's a good thing he didn't get caught, because he would have got in trouble. Because that's a big no-no. So now here, let's put this on we'll put this on the screen. So, yeah. Now, there's just so many rules, and we don't even know what the rules are anymore. Because we haven't gone in so long. But people are serious. And it is one hell of a fight. When you watch them, it's a struggle. Good morning, Mrs. Death Switch. How are you? Man against fish. It's amazing. And they're huge. We have a lot of friends that enjoy salmon, so they go. But we would do it just for the sport and then give the fish away, because I'm not a big fan of that kind of salmon, or actually any salmon. My husband likes salmon, but he likes the red sockeye salmon. I believe that is Alaskan. So if he gets the salmon, he has to have that kind. He likes that better. The one, the salmon that's in the Salmon River here is a darker meat. It's not a pink or a white. It's a darker. But people seem to like it. So, and I know I have a few friends that go every year, which they'll be going up pretty soon. And they get their limit and stuff because they'll fill their freezer with it. Me, nah, catch and release or catch and give away is what I normally do. It's the excitement of the fight and bringing that big, huge fish in. And then somebody else can, here, I go, here, take it, take it. And people will be shocked when you do that. They're like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I just, we don't eat it. We like the challenge, but if the fish isn't injured, then we release it. And if it is, then we give it away to friends who eat it. Smoked salmon is so good. Yeah, my husband, like, I just don't like the taste of it. And I'll make stuff for him. Like he likes salmon patties. I'll do that. Hi, Anita. Hi, Ace. How's it going? We're talking fish, guys. We're talking salmon. So I'll make him salmon patties and stuff like that, and then he'll eat it. I don't eat it. Stark's favorite cat food is salmon. Oh yeah, our cat goes bananas with that too. She likes it. But salmon is so huge. I mean, what am I going to do with that huge fish? So that's why I always just give it away. Yes, I hope everybody's great this morning. Oh, just to let everybody know, I'm planning on doing some Morning Brew merch to add to the merch shop. So it should be out soon. I got a couple of ideas. I figured, hey, why not? That'll be fun. I have a good time making up that stuff. It's really fun to do. So anybody have any big plans for this Sunday? Mine is, I'm just going to be shopping, cleaning, the usual to get ready for the week. I'm eating a tuna sandwich. Now, see, I'll eat tuna. I like tuna sandwiches. Yummo. I got my video done and I'm uploading. So I'm happy. Really proud. Oh, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I'm still in bed debating if I'm ready for coffee. Oh, like I said, that trip knocked the crap out of me yesterday. When I got up this morning, I was like, oh no. I said, I got to get up. And if I didn't force myself to get up, I'd still be sleeping right now. I'm like, nope, you can't go back to sleep, Laura. You got to show. Get up. It's 1:12 a.m. here. Oh, yikes. I appreciate, Pinky, that you stay up to hang out with us. But yeah, it was a rough early morning. But I've got the coffee, which was nice because my husband got up earlier than I did and he made it. So that was great. So all I had to do was get up and pour myself a cup. You're cooking now, Anita? What are you cooking? Oh, he's drinking coffee too. Everybody's got their coffee. Well, those of us on this end, we're trying to just get up and get ourselves moving, face the day. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day here too. Hopefully, maybe later tonight I'll get out and do another run somewhere and get some more pictures and maybe some video in. And I still have some audio to go over. And you're wide awake. Wow, I'm awake too at 1 something in the morning, but it's usually because it's a trip towards the bathroom and then I go back to bed. When you get older, you have like those couple of runs during the night where you got to get up and go, which is really annoying. Sunday dinner for my family, lamb roast. Oh, you brat. Lamb roast. On my way with my knife and fork. I could be nice and bring a dessert too. Lamb, yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm going to have that this coming weekend. That's because I'm going away for a couple of days just to disappear. And that's the plan for our menu is Lebanese dinner. My son wants me to make grape leaves, tabbouleh, and lamb. You guys don't know what tabbouleh is? It's just a Lebanese salad. Um, if you like lemon, you're going to love it. It's fantastic. It's overcast here. It makes it hard to get up. Oh, yeah. I get, sweetie, just lay there wrapped up in the blankets. I know. Oh, geez, lamb roast. Yummo. My husband won't eat it, but I will. That's why I'm going to do it this weekend. We're going to grill it outside. Hello, Miss Steph. You're lurking? Lurk away. I think that's the reason why I was invited to go with them this weekend is because I'm going to be cooking. I said, hey, I'll take that trade off. I'll cook. I don't care. As long as I get to be by the lake and disappear for 2 days, I'm all right. Sometimes you just need that. Oh, that's right. That's right. Today is Carla's birthday. Happy birthday, Carla. I'm doing the chick chat with her tonight, so maybe I'll sing happy birthday to her. Seeing that I always tell her she's got to sing to everybody else. We'll have to sing. We'll have to sing to Carla happy birthday. On the way to set up for my daughter's personal bridal shower. How exciting! Oh, how exciting! I love setting up parties like that. It's great. Good morning, V team. How are you? Party, party, party. It's always so fun. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Deathwish. Thank you very much. I would do the superstar thing, guys, but the last time I did that, remember, everything went squirrely. So I'm afraid to click on the button. I'm going to have to figure out something else. But, you're a superstar. Woohoo! Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you're good, VT. Yeah, we're talking a little bit of everything about Salmon River, talking about lamb. Oh, yummy. My favorite subject. One of them, anyway. Talking about new merch that I'll be playing around with. So that's great. Yeah, it broke the last time, so I'm afraid. It's like, nope, nope, can't use that. I got to figure that out. I don't understand why, but like, this is a new streaming platform. So what's this, like the third time I've been on? And it's when I did that, somebody donated, and I hit the superstar, and then, yeah, it buffered, and then that was it. So I'm going to not do that. And I'll have to keep playing around with it and see how it works out. I'd have to just upload something else to show my appreciation on screen. And I think it's great. The donation showed up on screen because sometimes it doesn't do that either on the streaming. And I think there's a setting I have to dig into to fix that as well. Still a learning experience. Ace loves the seafood. Yeah, that's wonderful. The only thing I eat, I'll have fish fried because I use haddock. I've had bullhead, which is pretty good, which I was surprised. Oh Christ, there's another one I've eaten. Mostly a white fish I'll eat. And then there's crab meat. I'll eat that. But as far as everything else, it's a big no. I have a lot of issues with texture. So like shrimp and lobster, you really give me a gag reflex because it's the texture thing. And I also can't stand the smell of it. which my husband gets mad because I won't cook any seafood in the house. Because I tell him, well, it stinks up the kitchen. It takes forever to get rid of it. Unless I'm going to wash my whole kitchen down with like lemon juice. Because that's the only thing that gets rid of the smell. So I said, if you want fish, we got to go out. Not doing the fish thing in the house. I've never had it smoked. Smoked haddock. That sounds good. And all of the food restaurants and stuff like that we have in our area, I mean, we have a melting pot of people that live here. And you can get any kind of food that you want here. And that's no joke. I forgot the point where I was going with this. My brain still isn't awake. Let's see. I love seafood. Yeah, a lot of sea. That's what I was going at. The point I was making was that a fish fry. I can't find a decent fish fry here that isn't greasy or just, I don't know, overdone. I don't know. Which blows my mind because, like I said, I mean, you want any kind of food, there's a restaurant here for it. Crab is delicious, but I don't like lobster or shrimp. So I feel that, yeah, it's a texture thing. And I've tried it. And it's just, I gag every time I try. I mean, we've got, Jamaican restaurants, Dominican restaurants, Chinese, Korean, you name it, we've got it. And it really blows my mind. And of course, we have a large population of Italian restaurants because we have a lot of Italian people here. Bosnian restaurants, Russian, whatever. It's really cool. So whatever you're in the mood for. Excuse me. Oh, she's up now. Time for coffee. She slowly pulled herself out of bed. And barbecue. I wish we had better. I mean, we've got barbecue places here, but I wish we had. What I'm looking for is I haven't found yet. Or actually, I have, but it's over an hour away, and I'm not driving over an hour away just to have decent barbecue. We've got a place here that's really big, but it's Southern style vinegar barbecue, and I'm not a fan of that. I like the brown sugar better. So I have to make that myself. Or there is one place that we do have that does the brown sugar barbecue, but the prices are outrageous. I mean, sky high. So yeah, I won't. We had dinner there. We had an $80 gift certificate. And then when we got done ordering, it was $100. So we had to add in more. And for the amount of food that we got for that $100, I was very upset. So yeah, that was the last time that we went there. Hello, birthday girl. Good morning, Carla. Wish we had Indian restaurants where we live. I have one up the street from me. We have an Indian restaurant. We have a Lebanese restaurant. And it's not too far. Like a 5-minute drive up the road. Yes, everybody throw some hearts in that chat there for Miss Carla. She's the birthday girl today. I'll sing happy birthday to you tonight, Carla. I'm not in a singing voice this morning. It's too early for that. Unless you want it to sound like a frog, then I'm down. But I figured I'd do it later on. Oh, and Carla and I have been discussing we're going to do a Halloween show in October, obviously. So we're planning on some good times for that night. Oh, I can't wait either. It'll be later. We're gonna have some fun, and everybody, yeah. She says I can't sing, but I appreciate it. It's too early. I didn't clear my voice. I didn't warm up. So yeah, it'll sound like a frog. So I don't wanna frog anybody out. Sing to me, Kermie. Ribbit, ribbit. All the lovely stuff for Carla. It's always nice. Everybody should feel special on their birthday. I hope you're gonna do something fun for your birthday, Carla. I hope the girls are gonna make you a cake and have a party for mom. And hopefully your special guy has got something planned for you, something nice. I always tell my husband, he goes, well, I never know what to get. I says, you know what? All I care about is time. So, Pinky. Kirby. Your time is what's important. And the other things are nice. And it doesn't have to be expensive. If some you don't even have to go to the store and buy flowers. Go out in the field somewhere and pick me a daisy and just let me know that you're thinking of me on that special day. Oh, they did make a cake. Oh, good. They made you a cake. I got spoiled. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And she's no plans. Well, you've got to do something. Just do something for yourself, Carla, today. It's your day. And you have the whole day. I always joke around with my family when my birthday comes up. They go, oh, it's a national holiday today, guys. Do you remember that? And they're all confused looking at the calendar. Oh, see, Anita just sang to you. Lovely. I got a gimbal and wearable microphones for videos for my birthday. Oh, nice. Nice. So yeah, I always make a big circle in a calendar and tell them it's a national holiday. Hell, I'd be happy if somebody just did the laundry for me. That's the greatest gift of all. Oh yeah, I don't have anything going on. Well, you gotta just go out somewhere and do something that you like today. Just it's Carla Day. Sometimes no plans are the best plan. Yeah, just fly by the seat of your pants. And oh, are you leaving us, Ace? If you are, thanks for popping in. Have a great day. And well, Sunday's usually time for family. So if you're gonna go hang out with family today, Ace, go eat some good food, have some good times. Yeah, somebody mentioned that my tripod shakes too much, so I got a gift from Jerry. Oh, nice. I know we tease Susan because hers used to be shaky, but that's her table that she's got it set on. Because everybody thought that she was jumping up and down on the shows. I thought that was so funny. Yeah, she does the show on a trampoline. Well, just like when I'm, going away this coming weekend, and everybody goes, "Well, what are your plans?" I go, "Nothing, not a damn thing." That's the best vacation of all. Where you get people that, "Oh, we got to do this, we got to do the sightseeing, we got to do that, and this and that." And that. No, I don't want none of it. I just want to vegetate, regain some of my sanity. I'm anxious to use the gimbal. Oh, you're going to have to let us know how it works out. Yeah. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Yes. I know I'm terrible. Every time I get, well, I mean, all the donations and stuff I get from you guys goes back into the channel. So that's for equipment and stuff. But when I have, personal money that somebody might give me for something, I'm guilty of that too. Oh, well, maybe I buy this for the show or that for the show. This time I was a good girl. I had a gift card from somebody and I actually bought something for myself. No lamb chops for me. I think it's chili dogs tonight. Oh, everybody should make Carla lamb. But chili dogs are good too if they're you get really good chili. Just don't put no mayo on it. I don't think it'll go well. That's when you got to mention the crow. That would be an ultimate gross out. Chili dog with mayo. Oh. Oh, we're having London broil, mashed taters, and green beans. Mmm. Oh, you guys are all making some good stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have to go grocery shopping. And usually the days that I go grocery shopping, it's a fend for yourself night because I'm tired. After putting everything away and cleaning everything up, yeah, forget it. My mom gave me some birthday money. I got some area rugs for my kitchen. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, you have to show me some pictures. I know, isn't it terrible? Yeah, you use the extra money, and I do. I usually just throw it back. Oh, I got to have this for the show, or I got to do this, and my husband always, oh, this money for you. It's your money. I know, but I need these things, and that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna get some extra stuff for filming, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, no, let me be a little more responsible, and because I needed some stuff, so I got myself some personal things. Because I never spend money on myself ever. Which my husband yells at me. Every time I get money for something, he's like, oh, that was for you, not to spend on the house. Yeah, but we needed the stuff. I know, that's typical mom stuff. We always put ourselves last. Just the way it is. Don't shop when you're hungry. You buy everything. Oh, that is so true. That is so true. You have nailed that one, Anita. I always say that. Oh, eat something quick before we go, because I'll end up, yeah, you buy all the crap that you shouldn't buy. And then when you get up to the register, you got like $300-$400 worth of stuff that you really don't want. I always use my birthday money on bills or groceries. That's what I do too, Carla. Isn't that sad? Or like, you just said, when the floors get cold, so I bought some area rugs for or runners for the bedroom, or the something that you need for the pets, or it's always something. But mostly, yeah, bills, groceries, because you can never have too many groceries. There are so many programs that we need to be creative, and then hardware too. Yes, Pinky, you're right. And because we just all went through this with the streaming platforms. It's just, we all had to switch because they can't afford. Who's got $500 to spend on this stuff? I'm like, I got money for groceries. Never mind spending $500 on a streaming platform. Food is so expensive here in New Zealand. Oh boy. Yeah, it depends on what you're buying here. It could rack up pretty quick. Especially when they were having that big egg thing going on where, eggs went up to, like $8 for a dozen. I'm thinking, well, shit, I might as well just buy a chicken. It's cheaper. Yeah, this year I bought the rugs. It's nice. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice to have them because my husband used to complain. Oh, the floor is cold. So yeah, I had to put one on each side of the bed. Me, I don't care. I'm always hot anyway, so I really don't care. But, yeah, I always pamper the hubby. Yeah, every app costs money. Yeah, everything does. True. I pick up, I like, and then I say, nah, I don't need it. And I put it down. I do the same thing. I'll go, oh, gee, I really could use, oh, look, I could use these sneakers. I'll put them in a cart and I'm walking around. And in my head, I'm talking myself out of it. And then before we get to the register, they are put back. And my husband goes, what are you doing? Well, no, we really can't afford it. So I'll wait. Usually I wear socks, but no, I'm always barefoot. Always. And my husband looks at me like I'm nuts, but I'm always hot. I wear a summer nightgown all year. I've got shorts on in the wintertime. My cats both on special diets and their food is costly, but I want them to be healthy. So I spend, yes, I thank God there's nothing wrong with either of our pets. So I don't have to go, top notch. I mean, their food's pretty pricey, but I don't have to get like, the top of the line stuff if I don't have to. And my dog's spoiled. She just sits and waits. What we eat, she eats. She's such a food hoe. Spoiled rotten. And I buy like bags of carrots just for the dog. Cucumbers, her vegetables. I buy extra vegetables and fruits for the dog. My husband looks at me like I'm nuts, but it's good for her. So I don't know why, but I haven't seen any uncooked whole chicken in my store in almost a year. Really? Oh, that's strange. Now, see, I'm a sucker for the rotisserie chicken that they sell in stores. I don't know what they do to it, but oh my God, it's so good. And that's usually like if we're shopping and we're hungry and we're shopping, the bad habit, then, yeah, as soon as we go home, we tear into the chicken. Hill Science. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I know the brand. I know you should ask them why there's no whole chickens. What's going on with it? Maybe they can't get them, but it's for the longest time, my husband was searching for the baby shrimp in a can because he likes me to add it to like a macaroni salad. And it was like 2 years we couldn't get it. And he questioned the manager of the store. He goes, what's up with that? And he says, I put in orders. He goes, I can't get it. So really strange. So apparently it's hard to get your hands on mini shrimp. And then some stores who are famous for it, like Walmart, I haven't shopped at Walmart since the pandemic. They have something for a while and then, you get used to buying it and then you go back and, oh, we don't have that anymore. Well, why not? I made creamy chicken pasta tonight. Nice. Oh, yeah, maybe you did. Yeah, the bird flu. Yeah. Like I said, after we get done shopping today, yeah, I won't be making anything. My husband said, well, what are we going to have? Well, we bought lunch meat. Guess what? It's sandwiches. That's what's on the menu. Good morning, Mystic. How are you this morning? Oh, it must be a rough morning for her. She's got 3 cups of coffee. Load up. Oh, Lord, ours are the same. It's terrible. You go and Walmart annoys the shit out of me anyway. Yeah, I'm the kind of person, I know what I need to get, and I shop. I have a layout that how I work the store. Go through, get everything I need to get, and get the hell out because I hate shopping anyway. I'm not like normal girls who, oh, let's spend, hours. No, in, out, I'm done because I hate it. And Walmart is famous for changing the store around every like 20 days. It's so annoying. And I know they do it because they figure, well, you go where you thought something was, then, oh, well, no, but this is here. I'll pick this up. Not me. I'll get mad, leave everything and walk out of the store. I just want to get my stuff and get out of there. I don't want to search through the whole store to find it. At the moment, chicken and pork is the best priced meats here. Ah, yeah. What is my husband? His favorite is pork chops. He would eat pork chops every day. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, Walmart. Ugh. So I don't do Walmart. I go back to the local mom and pop stores that we have here and Aldi's. Yep, that's where I go. Aldi's. Aldi's has improved so much over the years. They've got name brand stuff and the prices are just more reasonable where you can at least for that $200 or whatever you're spending, you're getting more than one bag. Well, I think I'm not a fan of Aldi's chicken. It always seems like it's old. So I don't buy the fresh chicken at Aldi's. But they've got like the best pork chops. They come out perfect every time. And I believe their pork comes from Indiana, I think. Because I do read the labels to see where they come from. I think that's where it comes from. Yeah, I'm tired and I need to go to the grocery. Yeah. Oh, my husband was up earlier and now he's back in bed. So we won't be going grocery shopping until this afternoon. Where I like to go in the morning before everybody gets up and moving, get it over with. Because I'm not a people-y type of a person in public. I mean, I'm always polite, but when the store gets overcrowded, then I start getting a little cranky. And I said, yep, time to go. I use the crock pot a lot when my kids were at home. Oh, I know crock pot is like the best friend, isn't it? Carl, I'm the same, not a mall girl. Yeah. I used to sit and watch people in the mall because people are funny. You just sit there with a coffee or a drink, or of course it was when I was younger. And I would sit there and I go, oh, look at that one. Look what they're wearing. And we would laugh. But I know if I need a shirt or a pair of pants, I go in, get what I got to get and get the hell out. Where I used to go with my girlfriends, the hours. I'm thinking, oh God, this is so boring. I live in a tiny town and we don't have many shop options. I go to Smith's for food and Walmart for household items. Oh, we've got all kinds of stores here. So Walmart is not on my list. I get very upset when I go in Walmart. Even though I love it when they do their Christmas displays, I'll go in and see all of that. But otherwise, eh. But like I said, I haven't been since the pandemic. I love my supermarkets. Click and collect, order online. I would do that too, and then they deliver it. But here, if you do that, I'm a little picky when it comes to what I'm buying. And when you've got a shopper, they just grab it like, okay, I want lettuce. They're not going to get you the lettuce that you would prefer to get, in a firm head of lettuce, make sure it's not wilty or rotten or whatever. They just grab whatever and throw it in the basket. So I'm really picky with my produce. Because I have a lot of friends. Oh, just order stuff online; they'll deliver it. Nah, and then if they don't have what you want, then they get you the store brand. And like mayonnaise, it's got to be Hellman's mayonnaise. And if they don't have it, they'll give you the store brand. And my husband refuses to eat it. Our shop's closed at 4 on Sundays, so the shop girls get home. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good morning, Firefly. How are you? The smaller, like mom and pop stores that we go to, they close either early on a Sunday or they're not open at all on a Sunday. We have one Polish market that we like to go to. They make all their own, lunch meats and kielbasa and stuff like that. And we like to get the pastrami from there, and they're not open on Sundays. So I always tell my husband, if you want that, you got to go during the week. My shopper knows me, so she knows what. Oh, good. That's good. Yes, yeah, especially fruits. I want to make sure that I'm not getting rotten fruit. And I like my fruit firm. Same thing like with potatoes. Actually, I don't know if any of you guys is. When I pick up potatoes, I smell them. The bag. And I've had people. My husband looks at me. I've had other people look at me like I'm nuts. Do you know what it's like getting a rotten potato? I mean, come on, everybody knows it is like the worst thing ever. So I'm in the store one time, I'm smelling the bag, and this lady comes up to me. She goes, "Finally, somebody else that does that besides me." And she told her husband, "See, I'm not the only one that does it." And I was laughing. I go, "Yeah, because you don't want to get a bag with a rotten potato in it. Then it makes the other ones go bad really quick, and then you got to put it in a hazmat suit on to get rid of it because it's horrible. Oh God." Same thing like when you're picking out like melons or, like pineapple, because I buy everything's fresh. So it's, yeah. Yeah, you look for eyes. Yeah, you got to make sure that they're not old because, yeah, they do stink. I always tell everybody that we don't need to use bombs. Just, if you're fighting with somebody, send over a truckload of rotten potatoes. Oh, it's awful smelling. And you always know because, like, if you got them where you store them, and then all of a sudden you'll walk by and you go, okay, I smell it. Well, then you got to go check. Hurry up, clean them up, get rid of them. Because it'll stink up the whole house. It's terrible. I remember when I was a kid, my aunts that they had in their cellar, she used to have bins, and it was great because they kept all of their stuff down in the cellar, like the old days, root cellar where you have, and it keeps all of that stuff for a long time. A lot of us now don't even have that option. My son works there too, and normally he just collects my groceries at the end of the. Oh, that's fantastic! At the end of a shift, yeah, and then just bring them home. There you go. She's got it going on. I need to make friends with my local grocers and tell them this is what I want. Send it to my house. Now, if it's early enough and the store's not busy, then I'm good. And I can get it, zip through and get the hell out of there. I used to take my mother-in-law shopping. That was a nightmare. 3 hours. She's got to look at everything, touch everything, buy crap that she didn't need. And I would, remind her of the stuff that she did need. She hated it when my husband took her shopping because he'd yell at her. You don't need that shit. Put it back. Let's go. Move it along. I got busy. Because he's like me too. He's just in and out. Oh, Anita, we gotcha. Yeah, you have to smell them. And same thing with fruit. You're supposed to smell that stuff too. If it smells, you pick up an orange, and if it smells like an orange, then you got good orange. Or same thing like a peach, or if they have no smell, then that means they're not ripe. There's so many things that you need to do when you're buying food. I mean, with the prices that we're paying, we need to be a little picky. First cup down. All right, she's ready to roll. That's okay. Lurk away. Take care of the kitties. Oh, believe me, as soon as my cat sees me, yep, it's the meowing. I said, I know the bowls are empty. I'm sorry. I order my groceries through Walmart. They usually do pretty well getting my things. That's good. Some people, I have a friend that has that done as well. She's blind, so they pick out her stuff, or when she's in the store, they go around with her and help her pick out stuff. And they're usually pretty good. But then you get that oddball that, just throws whatever in the basket. And then when you get your groceries, it's like, well, what the hell is this? I didn't order this, or this is crap. It's just too picky. I don't know. And I always dread it. It's like, oh, it's shopping day. Okay, let's go. Bananas, get some green and yellows so they don't ripen all the. Yeah, exactly. But then you get those weird bunch of bananas where they stay green. They just don't turn yellow, but they're ripe. I don't get that. That's really freaky. Good morning, Leanne. How are you? Lurking here while watching Sex Cheer. Yeah, I seen that he had the auction was happening sometime today. I can't drive, so it helps a lot to have them deliver. Oh, well, so that's a perfect service for you. Yeah. Now, see, my father doesn't drive anymore, so he was going to have that done. I go, no, then you end up with some shit that you don't want. So we have the arrangement. My sister takes him shopping once a week. She does that, because it's like a 3-hour adventure. Because my father likes to lollygag around the store, and he knows that that's just not me. So she does her shopping, he does his shopping. They meet up together at the register, and then they're on their way. Hopefully he does well on the charity auction. That's very nice of him. I would be watching it too, but see, that's the thing. I wanted to keep the 3-day schedule for morning brews, and Sunday mornings is the schedule. So I'm sure people will pop in after a while. Put other ripe fruit next to your bananas to ripen them faster. Good tip. I've heard you put them in a paper bag too. It's supposed to help out. But I've got, a couple of, bunches where I'm like, my God, these are, because bananas ripen really quick at my house. And I think it's because I have a light that is under the cabinet and on one counter. And it's usually the counter I put the fruit in a basket on. And I think the light ripens the fruit, to be honest, because bananas are like, bam, you buy them green and the next day, yeah, they're yellow. I need to bite the bullet and go take care of everyone. Okay, Mystic, not a problem. The mask is up to $3.50. Oh yeah, that's out of my league too. Oof. I don't know if it was $3.50. But if it's going for a good cause, that's wonderful. Isn't that something? Hopefully he's going for a good cause. I don't remember what he said he was what the auction was for. I know it's a mask, but I don't know what if he's giving it to a charity. I don't know. We'll talk to you later, Mystic. Hopefully you'll pop in tonight. Hang out with Carla and I. Put your fruit together. Yeah, I always have everything in like a wicker basket on my counter. So it's usually apples and then banana or apples and oranges or whatever together on the bottom, and then I put the bananas on the top. So that could explain it too. See? Oh, cancer research. Oh, wonderful. Good for him. Good for him. So hopefully he gets a large donation. I'm too broke at the moment. Oh, I hear you, Pinky. That's my story every day, every week, every month. That's a problem with disability. You only get so much money. By the time you pay the household expenses, you're left with probably $20 if you're lucky, which is really frustrating. Because, like I said, there's so many things I'd like to do, not just for the show, but just for other things that I do. And, well, I can't do that. I don't have the money this week. Or when you do have extra money, something shits the bed, and then you got to use that money to fix it. Like my faucet's leaking. So today we also have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and I've got to buy a new shut-off cartridge for the hot water because it's dripping, and I don't like, that drives you nuts. So that'll be the fun project my husband gets to do later, fix the faucet. Yeah, we all are in that boat at one time or another. There is always something. Like I said, then you figure, oh God, I got this extra money. Maybe we can go like on a vacation or do this or do that, and then yeah, something breaks down, and you're like, and it happens every time, every time. I'm glad you own your own home. You know, uh, it's a blessing and a pain in the ass at the same time, Carla. It really is, because there's always something. There's always some kind of repair or, but that's, you know what? But then nobody could tell me what to do because I own the house. So if I want to play loud music, or which I'm guilty of, but I do it at a decent hour, so I'm not, pissing the neighbors off at night. And, I don't have to, get rid of my pet because, places don't want pets, or they don't want smokers, but they're asking you like $1,200 for rent. Well, my mortgage is cheaper than that. So I think I'll stick with it. And then if I want to, if it's a two-family house, so after my parents pass on, if I want to, I can rent out the lower flat to somebody else. But then, I got to put up with, the renter thing. And that I won't be doing. I'll end up selling the house and buying a smaller one. Now that it's just my husband and I and the pets, I don't need a two-family house. Oh, medical expenses. Oh, yeah. That's why we don't go to the doctors. It's true. Some landlords are scum. They sell from under. Oh, they do. Yep. Actually, our neighbor just got rid of his tenants, and he's remodeling the house on the inside. And now we're afraid, well, God, is he going to sell it? And then who's going to move in there? Or is he going to re-rent? We don't know. He hasn't made up his mind. And what's been going on here in our area is because we're down the road from a large college. So people have been buying houses in this area. Actually, we were offered a lot of money for our house because they want to turn it into college student housing, because they charge students, $600 for a room and a kitchen privilege, and they're getting it here. So that's what they want to do with our house. And like, well, no, we're not ready to sell yet. But I'm sure once the sign goes up, they'll be knocking on the door, and I'll get the money I want for the house because that's what they want to do. Because they'll pay it off within a year. And what they do is, they make the backyards parking lots for all of the students' cars, and they just, I don't know, they tear it up. They're nice looking and they're well kept, but all of the landscaping and stuff you do is gone because they make them a parking lot in the backyard for all the cars. And they get, you figure I've got a two-family home. If they can make 4 bedrooms out of each flat, that's, 600 a pop for each student. So they're bringing in some money. We own our house too. Our mortgage is, yeah, and the mortgage is cheap. It's cheaper to own the house. Apartments around here, you get a single room apartment or even a studio apartment, and they start at least 1,200 on up. And there's so many restrictions. I own my trailer and never want to rent again. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I told my husband, I said, yeah, when my parents pass, then the sign goes up, and then we'll just start looking for a small house on a patch of grass somewhere and get the hell out of here. Owning a 2-family home or a large home is a lot of maintenance. And I don't want to have to deal with it when I'm getting older. I told him, if we didn't have so much crap, we could just get like a fifth wheel and stick it on a land somewhere up north. Fifth wheels are really nice. Or one of those tiny homes. But those are just as expensive as a full-size house nowadays. So either it would be like a small home, like a little cottage style home, or even just like a double wide trailer on some property, and it's good enough. It's just the two of us. And the beauty of that is that everything will be all one level. So you don't have to run it up downstairs to do laundry and all that other garbage. That's what the big problem is you have to run up and down flights of stairs, where we are, just because my washer and dryer are in the basement. So I have to 2 flights of stairs. I got, up and down just to do laundry. I won $1 million. Me too. We played what was it? The big one there. That was all, it was $1 billion. I think my husband got back what he paid in tickets, $20 or whatever. Children up to 16 get everything for free. It's downsizing. That's a pain. You don't realize how much stuff you actually. Oh, Leanne, I do. I do actually know what I got. And it's not just me, because I've been weeding stuff out and getting rid of stuff. My father is a bit of a pack rat. And it has its good points and its bad points, because if something's broken in the house, my father's got it. Oh, no, I got that down cellar. We need a tool. Oh, I got that. He does. He's got his own Sears and Roebucks. So that's a blessing. But there's stuff that he's got, because my father's background is in electronics. So we've got stuff down cellar that is so obsolete. Actually, if I probably put it online and sell it, I would sell it to people that are trying to do old stuff. He's got this stuff that these people are looking for. And that's my dread. When he passes away, I'm thinking, oh, the dumpster I'm going to have to get. Just to clean out the stuff that's in the basement that nobody uses. Or just have like a big estate sale and say, go on in there, help yourself, and pay me at the door. And my husband would bitch, oh, holy crap, these guys. I said, yeah, but you know what? Especially if you've got like old stuff in your house, and you say, oh, God, this broke and I don't know where I'm going to get it. I guarantee you he's got it. Let's say you're not making fun of him now because he just saved you a bunch of money or a lot of ass ache trying to find it. Or having to plumbing, you have to replumb something because, they don't sell those parts for old faucets and stuff anymore. He's got this stuff. Yeah, Giants. Yeah, that's what it'd have to be. Because the cellar is mostly his. The only thing I have in the basement is the washer and dryer. The attic is where I have all my junk stored, and I got to go through that. And actually, I have a pile already set up to go to the dump. But he's got stuff in the attic too. old magazines, old electronic equipment, old dishes, the old dishes and stuff that will split between me and my sister because it's a lot of it is. I think they used to call it depression glass. It's all the colored glass dishes and stuff like that, and a lot of it I'll donate to thrift stores. For people who don't have and could use stuff. Oh, yes. I know somebody that did that. They had an auction company. Actually, it wasn't really an auction company. It was a company that they have around this area. It's kind of like a garage sale company. They come in, they go through all the stuff, they set it all up, and they sell it. And then what doesn't sell, they take with them. And then you get all the money. They pay you for whatever's left over. It's pretty neat because an old boss of mine was moving from here to Florida, and they're thinking, "Oh God, we don't have time for a garage sale or whatever." And they got a hold of these people, and they come in, they did everything. They set it all up, got it all organized, sold all the crap they didn't want, and cleaned up and left. And it was the easiest thing. But I could see them, yeah, coming in. Like I said, my father, the basement's full. They'll be going down there going, "Oh God." That'd be their challenge for the day. And the thing that would blow your mind, my father knows where everything is. Everything. He knows when somebody's moved something, used it, not put it back in the right spot. He knows where it all is. To this day, because he's going to be 80 in November. And he knows where everything is. Or if we use something and don't put it back, he goes, "Well, who used my tree saw? Or who used this? Or you guys didn't put it back where it goes." And we might see chaos, but he knows where it is. Spools of wire and all kinds of oh my God. It's electronic guy's dream, put it that way. Or anybody that is into tools, yeah. But that's my plan. Just start weeding out. Now that my studio's done and I've got the extra time, just go through my craft shop, which is a hot mess. I'm just going to start weeding out stuff that I don't do anymore, don't use anymore, box it all up and send it to a thrift store or charity place. So somebody could use it. I don't have time for a garage sale. So my mom calls that an organized mess. That's what it is, an organized mess. Because if I go down there and I'm looking like, oh God, where the hell is it? I'm looking through all this stuff. But if he goes down with me, he goes right over. He knows where it all is. Anybody else would be like, oh God. Oh, we also have one of those antique cast iron kitchen stoves, wood stoves. That was left actually by the previous owner. And he says, "Do you want that or do you want us to remove it?" And I'm like, "Well, no, we'll take it." Because we had plans on hooking it up in the basement. And we never did. We just covered it to protect it. But I'm sure an antique dealer would love to get their hands on it. It needs to be cleaned up because it's been sitting there. But it's the cutest little thing. I wanted to use it, but it's too heavy. So I couldn't bring it upstairs. And then, of course, you'd have to, do all of the stuff to hook up a wood cooking stove. But it's the cutest thing. It's not a big one. It's a small one. But all the cast iron. It's really nice. So yeah, I'll get rid of that through an antique dealer, saying that nobody's ever going to use it. You hook up something like that here, your fire insurance goes up through the ceiling. So that's one of the reasons why we never hooked it up. Fire insurance is too expensive. But it's a great, if somebody has like a log cabin or something like that, fantastic for that. Fantastic stove. When we lived in Missouri, my sister-in-law's father-in-law lived on a farm, and he had, two regular stoves in the kitchen. He has a huge kitchen. And then on a far end of the kitchen was this giant cast iron wood stove. And he cooked on it all the time. But he also used it to heat the house. It was beautiful. And I always told him, I said, you ever want to get rid of that? Let me know. I'll back the truck up. Unfortunately, I never got my hands on it. It ended up either because they left when he went into the nursing home, the kids let the house go. So either it fell through the floor, or his greedy son, the one who's all about money, went in there and took it and probably sold it because it looked like it was brand new. It was a beautiful, beautiful stove. I like all that old stuff. My husband always said I was born in the wrong time. You like all that old stuff. Yeah, because it has character to it. It's a lot of it's beautiful. It's just, it's like today, everybody's stuff is the same. Everybody's got the stainless steel stoves, stainless steel fridge. Everybody, it's all the trends. Everybody's got all that new modern stuff. The old stuff is what gives the house character, gives charm. I know when we went to go buy our fridge, the guy tried to talk me into the stainless steel. I said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "I've got a kid at home. We got pets." I said, "And I'm not going to spend my entire life polishing a refrigerator because you know what it is, stainless steel. You got to polish the damn thing all the time. And then once it gets a scratch, forget it. It's ruined." And then he looked at me. He goes, "Yeah, you're right." I go, "Yeah, forget it." Not getting one of those. Same thing like with the oven that we have. It's black, but it has some parts on it that are stainless, and it's like the back part where the clock and stuff is. And my husband pushed the tea kettle too far, and it scratched it. So there's the scratch. There it is. Uh, my mom calls it. Okay, I hate the modern. It's so straw. Yeah, it is, Carla. So, Carla, you get what I mean. All the older stuff has more character, more, and I think it makes the house more cozy when you go a little bit more old fashioned. Now, see, our house is more like country style, so I have more heavy wood items, tables and stuff like that, and cupboards. So I had a friend of mine, my hutch in my kitchen. Whenever I get my butt in there and do the video for the tea, you guys will see the hutch because I'll do it in the kitchen. It's made out of barnwood. A friend of mine did it for me. He did a great job. And I get so many compliments on it. They're like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" "Oh, a friend of mine made it." It's better than just one of those regular everyday hutches that people, "Oh, we'll get that at, I'll buy this at Walmart, put it in the kitchen." Yeah, I always try to look for something that's unique and preferably, real wood. Everything's all that particle board with the laminated finishes on it. That's just awful stuff. But I mean, if it's what you can afford or whatever, that's great. I mean, there's no judgment, but I prefer it be made out of real wood. At least you know it's going to last a long time. Like, I've had this cupboard in my dining room that I store all of my linens and stuff in. It's huge. We had to take the thing apart because my husband had a fit. He goes, "Oh, this isn't going to fit through the door. We could take it apart and put it back together when we get it in the house." That's what we did. And it looks great in there. And it's all made out of this gorgeous wood and has the wrought iron accents, the hinges and the pull knobs, and it's just really sharp. But we had to take it all apart, bring it in piece by piece. And then he was complaining. I said, I'll put it back together myself. And I did. I put it all back together. And says someday when we move, we'll have to do it again, take it apart. Because I'm not leaving it behind. Of course, that's if I buy something, that it'll fit in, because it's big. But it's perfect because it fits, all, the sheets and the blankets and the pillows and extra crap on the top. It was one of the best buys I ever got. I bought it on Marketplace, actually. Some guy had made it, had it at his house. They were moving in, and it wouldn't fit the new place. And I got it, I think, for $50. Yeah, it was $50. And if you guys would see this thing, you're thinking $50. I pretty much robbed it. It was just... where he could have at least got probably about $500-$600 for it. I paid $50. He goes, I just want to get rid of it. I said, okay, sold. I love my oak kitchen table and chairs. Our oak looks lovely. Yeah, see, it is. Just the real wood is just beautiful. I had this table I got from a friend, and it was a heavy, thick wood. And actually, I forgot the style of the table, what it was called. It was a specific style that it was. And I couldn't find chairs for it. For the longest time, it was in my dining room, couldn't find chairs. It was kind of like high back captain style chairs for the ends, and then on the sides, it was like bench style. Really dark stained wood. It was gorgeous. And I couldn't find chair for years. I said, you know what? I got to give up. I can't. But I didn't want to get rid of the table. So what my husband ended up doing was he cut down the table and refinished it. And now that is my kitchen island. Because I didn't want to give up such a beautiful piece of wood. So I repurposed it. But it was really, you couldn't find chairs or the benches for it. Homes used to be built to last. Now everything is built with the cheapest material. Well, it's a 1, 2, 3. It's like, well, it's prefabbed homes, the majority of them. Everything is already made up in a factory. They put down the foundation and they staple everything. Nothing is screwed together. It's stapled. So yeah, they're garbage homes. Where the guy that my husband is subcontracting for, they're building a home, and they're using all the good materials. So at least that home will be there for years. And they're also getting better at trailers, because trailers used to be made out of the cheapest shit going. Now, of course, now you're paying more for trailers, but at least now there's actual wood and stuff in them. Instead of that pressed particle board, and that gets wet, forget it. That's why trailer floors always had so many problems, because it would get wet. Bathrooms were notorious for the floors rotting out, and then you'd have to take everything out and replace everything. So at least they've improved on those. I love it. Now a lot of the double wides, they have, well, some of the trailer, they have second floors. So they're like actual cottage style homes, or we had one that caught our eye a long time ago. It was log cabin. It was gorgeous. So they've come a long way. The same thing with the campers. You see like I said, the fifth wheels. If you guys ever go on these fifth wheels, they're better than some of the houses that people live in. We looked at one actually that we were going to buy. Good thing we didn't. But at the time, it was dirt cheap because it was on sale. Because I think it was like a year later bottle or whatever. But it was called the Bighorn. Everything was oak. There you go, Nita. Everything was oak. And it was gorgeous. We walked in. I go, this is better than our house. Shit. Sell the house and live in this. It was stunning. And they only wanted $30,000 for it. I'm thinking, oh, man. But at the time, we had no place to put something that big. And it had, oh, God, I believe 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms in it. Living room, full-size kitchen, full-size bathroom. This thing was humongous. I think the normal price was like over $70,000. But it beautiful. It had the island, and the sink was in the island, and it just full size appliances. It was gorgeous. And it had the TV that was hidden in the fireplace thing and would pop up, and it had leather furniture. And I'm thinking, yeah, see, there we go. We need just to live in this and throw out everything else that we that we got going on. If I had a place to put it at that time, we probably would have bought it because it was a steal. Yeah, if we lived in a place where it was warm all year long, that's pretty much probably what I would live in because it's easiest to maintain. It's simple. You just put it on a patch of land and hook it up to sewage, and you're good to go. Here you can't get away with that because you could, but it would cost you a fortune in propane because of the winters. But if you live somewhere like South Carolina, North Carolina, California, Arizona, I'd live in one of those. You notice when you get older, the less you need, and you just want things to be simple. When you're younger, you don't have a lot of stuff. So you're like, oh, well, I got to have this. I got to have that. And now I just think to myself, well, I don't need any of that crap. We've got everything we need to live. Good enough. Less complicated. And I seen that as when my grandmother was getting older. She did that too. She weeded through everything she had. She was giving stuff away. We're like, what are you doing this for? She goes, oh, I don't need that stuff anymore. Like all the knickknacks and all this. She goes, oh, it's just stuff to dust. She goes, I don't need it. And that's what she did. She pretty much gave most of that stuff away. And then she also says, she goes, and if I pass, you ain't gonna see anything. So I'm gonna give away gifts now while I'm still here. Which she was right, because when she passed, nobody got anything. So I can understand when people do like the van life and stuff like that. Very minimal belongings. You just need what you have to have, and some things that you'd like to have, and then you don't end up with this collection of junk that you got to get rid of. Because I always said that to my husband. I said, well, we need to weed through this stuff. I said, because this is our crap, not our, well, yeah, I mean, my son will do what he wants with whatever's left over. But I says, all the other personal little, like the knickknacks and all that crap, he don't want this crap. It's, what's he going to do with it? So you just get rid of it ahead of time. He's going to collect all of his own garbage. Are you still checking out the auction, Leanne? How high is the mask now? Just curious. Just curious. You guys have been listening to the buzz, haven't you, lately about the Warren house? Apparently, they're still going to be charging like $2,000. This is what I've heard. Just to go through that property. Everybody, save your money. Don't do it. There's never been anything documented on that property to be haunted. The building itself, it was never documented, even by the Warrens. They said that it wasn't, and they lived there. So where they're coming up with all of this stuff that, oh, this is haunted and that's haunted. It's really annoying. And then when I was out, I don't know if you guys seen any of the shorts I've posted. I had a couple of photos that had some weird stuff in it. I'm not claiming that it's paranormal. I never do that. It's always unknown. But some weird, foggy like crap in the photos. So I mean, you guys, you make the judgment, see what you think. I'm leaving it as unknown. Just weird stuff that showed up on the film when I took the shots. And it was incredible where I found a few Civil War resting places yesterday. I was like, oh, wow, it's amazing. And the stone was really old, and they replaced it eventually. Somebody in the family redid it with a plaque. That's one of the ones I posted. The young man was in the Civil War, and they put in a beautiful plaque on the stone. Excuse me. So that I thought that was nice that somebody did that. But it's great when you find them, from the Civil and the Revolutionary War. That's why I'm always telling everybody that's history. That's why I go. You find it, you write down the names, you look it up, and then you could see that person, the picture and what they've done, and it's all just history. And then if we're lucky, we catch something on film or catch something on the audio, which I love. I love catching stuff on the audio. Doesn't always happen, but I'm good. And then when I was out, in Pulaski, I met up with this guy and his dog. I put his I put a short on of his dog. My new friend Sadie, she was adorable. And then we were talking because he seen me taking photos of the river, and he goes, if you add some music and this and that, he goes, it'd make a great video for YouTube. I said, well, that's where this is going. And he's like, really? And then I told him, so I'm a content creator for YouTube. I says, so do you mind if your dog's on YouTube? He goes, oh, no, go ahead. He goes, her name's Sadie. So he thought it was amazing what I was doing. And he was more than willing to let his dog be on YouTube. So hopefully he checked it out this morning and then he saw her on there. Makes Sadie famous. She was happy just to get into the water because he was playing with her. He had a toy there. He's throwing it into the river and she was going in after it. So she was having more fun than we were. I don't know if she's still in chat or should check to see if she's still in oh, okay. So I didn't get that on here. What the heck is not getting all of that? Sorry if I missed something. I'm going to switch over to this to check. Warren House is 2,000 plus. Pay them to approve your video before posting it. Yeah, exactly. That one didn't pop up on the other screen. Yeah, it is. It's lagging. See? I had to click over to the YouTube thing to see what you guys were saying. Oh, what the heck? I don't know. Some glitches here I ain't too thrilled about. I might have to switch to the other one like Susan's using if this one's going to start giving me issues and I'm not getting all of the messages. Laura is segging the chat. Well, what I'm doing is I'm popping. I had to pop over here because it's not showing up. Yeah, it's not showing up on the chat in the. Let me click out of this, and then I'll click back into it and see if it shows up. It's not showing up. I'll be darned. Oh, I ain't liking that. There's an issue there. So now I gotta be on the YouTube page so I can see what you guys are saying. Because it's not showing up in the chat on the stream. Gotta be kidding me. So yeah, if I start having those issues, I'm gonna have to. I paid for the month for the restream. I might have to try the emux like Susan's using. You know, we aren't that quiet. I know that's the thing. I'm saying, well, nobody's saying anything. Did everybody leave me? Yeah, it is a bunch of BS. Hi, Pam. How's it going, sweetie? Thanks for popping in. We're having some chat issues on the stream. So I'm over on, I'm reading your chat on the YouTube feed because the chat has just pretty much stopped working on this. You've got to be kidding. And I can't refresh because it'll screw everything up. And yep, it's just not working. So I'll just keep looking at the chat on here, and this way I'm getting everybody's message. That shit, yeah. The thing with the Warren House is a big pile of BS, and the problem is, people are falling for it. That's the argument that everybody has. You know, it's. I mean, we know that's why they bought the property. I mean, come on. Anybody that was going to buy any of those properties, they had the Conjuring House. It's all about making the money. I get it. It's business. But $2,000, and then they have to authorize and okay your video footage. I don't think so. Probably has to reload or reboot. Yeah, you're probably right. But if I do that, then yeah, it screws up the stream. Oh, that's okay, Pam. Yeah, hang out, do the best. Just pay attention to your driving. I'm wondering who will buy the Conjuring House. I have my ideas, to put it that way. I know that they're saying that, yeah, the chat on that is not even working, guys. I know people, and I know Jason said that he was not interested in the property, but I think if a corporation that he's affiliated with buys it, then he'll be making money, and he'll do it in the background, like a silent partner. So it'd either be that way, or Matt Rife and Elton will try to get The Conjuring as well. It would make sense. Because they're, again, another way to make a shit ton of money. It would be nice if somebody else privately bought it, restored it, and opened it up to the community, as a museum as well. But they would charge for investigations, but a decent price where everybody had an opportunity to go. I mean, not everybody has, $2,000 rolling around in the bank, for that. And then a lot of people saying, well, they'd like to see it as a private home. The problem is the history and the reputation of the place. You're always going to have people trespassing. So a private home would be a nightmare. You'd always be calling, the police or somebody because somebody's trespassing. So it's just awful. Could be the ones that got Lizzie Borden. Yeah. It could be. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'd buy it if I had the money. Oh, I would too. And I would restore it and make it reasonable. Yeah, because a lot of people, it's not just the money, the cost of renting it out for that evening. It's the cost of travel, gas, food, lodging, all of this crap. For those few days or a day that you're going to be there, plus that, or if you're flying in, or it's the cost. It's just expensive. On top of that, $2,000, so it's insane. They did say that the price will go down if the museum items are no longer in the house. And as I do believe, don't they have it for? Well, it's a lease of all of the items for 5 years. Is that what the word was? So people, well, not for nothing. Within a year and a half, I'm sure they make the money up for the cost of the purchase of the property. So if they've got the lease on it, the items for 5 years, then that means it's 4 years of pure profit. There's a big chunk of property too. It's going to be expensive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's if they're going to allow you to do that. Oh, I'm talking about the Conjuring house, honey. The Warren, yeah, if you're allowed to stay there, but still, $2,000's a lot of money. Yeah, that's what they said. 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. 5 years. And he said already within what was the first hour that the bookings were open, he already had 52 bookings. I mean, I get it. I get everybody's fascination with the place. And there have been a lot of people that have been there and said, yeah, that something has shown up. Or they have found something, but I don't know, to be honest. I don't think so. I don't think that there's anything that goes on there. But that's my personal opinion. I've never been there. But from what I've seen and researched, it doesn't add up. I think Elton will try to buy it. Yeah, probably. Oh, Sam and Colby. Holy moly. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it either. I wouldn't doubt that either. If they wanted to get, the money, I'm just amazed. The money they'll make off of that is insane. But, you got to look at it this way. It's good business. If you've got the money, it's a good investment because you'll make the money back within the year, at least, especially if you're charging the $2,000. And then there's also extra fees, I think, that go along with the Warren house. He said he was fed up of going ghost hunting now. Who did, Anita? Elton? See, I'm not following it that close. I'm getting tidbits here and there. And whatever updates I do grab, I do put in a magazine to keep people informed. But I don't follow it like J Carts and all of them, because they do videos and stuff on them. So I understand that they're going to follow it to the fullest extent. Oh, Elton, okay. Well, it's rough. When we get older, investigating beats you up. It really does. Now, like I said, I went out yesterday and I 3 cemeteries, and I was the third one was rough. I really didn't get out that much because I just couldn't walk anymore. And I told my husband, I said, "Yeah, it's time to go. I can't do anymore." Could probably afford to buy it now. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. I mean, somebody might know something in the background, but once, we'll have to. I wonder if they're gonna broadcast the auction so people could see. That would be something, huh? So we could see who was there. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I just checked the chat again on the streaming platform, and the chat's frozen. It's not showing anything. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Glitches, gotta love glitches. The only extra fee at Warren's home is if you film and want to post it. Uh, it is a lot for one night. I agree. If you can get a group to split the cost, it's a bit easier to afford, I guess. Yeah, that's the only way you could do it. Is you'd have to have everybody chip in. I mean, if it's your dream to go to that place and do that, that's great. Do it if you can afford it with a bunch of friends. But I always tell everybody, just save your money. Yes, up to 8 people a night. Oh, okay. So yeah, if they split it, it's a little more affordable. I'm at every live stream for Elton's channel. If you have questions, I might have the answer. Oh, there you go. I did pop in on the one uh, because somebody asked me to check out the chat because they were infuriated at how these people could support such, I don't know, such an endeavor. And I agree with it. A lot of the things that were being said and prompted in the video were a bit upsetting, but it's business. They're entertaining the people, and the people are supporting it. So I mean, that's just the way it is. They're in it for the business, to make the money. So they're going to do their thing. I know you get a lot of people that say that. Yeah, that when they're investigating, it's no more. No more going into abandoned buildings that you just can't walk into because nobody can climb through windows anymore. And we're leaving it up to the younger group. It'd be like running. I'm not running anywhere. So if it's coming for me, it's going to get me because I'm just not running. No more hopping fences. I used to do all that stuff too. That's probably why I'm all beat up. The hopping fence days are over. I can't walk through, an opening. Forget it. Of course, a lot of the ones that I go to have like the old fashioned fences, like with the spikes on them. So yeah, one wrong slip and holy moly. It's gonna hurt. And the auction is going to be on Halloween. So I think that would be cool if they would broadcast it so we could see, but I guess we'll have to wait. That's the best we could do. Yeah, not like a spike up the old wazoo. That's, yeah, we're going to pass on that. And I'm hoping, yeah, maybe if I have more energy later today, that maybe tonight I'll grab the Duncan and go up to one of the local cemeteries and sit and run a recorder and see what I can catch. Lately, I haven't been getting any EVPs, which is a bummer, but that's par for the course. Or that last few that I went to a couple weeks ago, the noise contamination was horrendous, so I just tossed it all out. Hello, Sir Wayne. A quick hello, Laura. Need to go charge my battery shortly. Oh no, yeah, I don't want your battery to die. I'm glad you could join us in quick. I'm only going to stay on for a little bit longer because the day's getting by, and The dreaded grocery shopping is calling to me. I got to get that done at some point. So the one with the most money gets it, the highest bid. Yeah. Whoever gives the highest bid will end up with it. And I know that it was this up for auction because she's not paying the mortgage. I knew that's what was going to happen because she's not allowed back in Rhode Island. If she goes back in there, they're going to send her to jail. So why would you continue to pay for a property that you can't even step into anymore? So I knew that's what it was going to end up. She was going to let it go. And it makes her ill because she refused to sell it. So this way she's looking at it as they forced her into this because they repoed it. Well, you're not paying, lady. So of course they're going to repo it. And that's it. It goes with any kind of loan. You don't pay it, they take the stuff back. My bed is gonna start calling sooner or later. I know, Pinky. It must be so late. And I appreciate you hanging out with us for a little coffee. Yes, I just got done watching Carla's latest. Carla, you're such a goof. I would be Zach Bagans' new co-host. Yeah. Are you going to be calling him douche Baggins? Get rid of Aaron. Let's have a mutiny. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you'd stir it up. That's for sure. 246. Oh, God bless you. I think we'll go for like another 10 minutes and then we'll put a wrap on it so poor Pinky can go to bed. And Wayne doesn't lose his phone. Oh, poor Aaron. He's been through enough. I know. It's a shame because when they first started, I was watching it and I enjoyed it like everybody else. And then when I found out through my cousin who does paranormal or did paranormal investigations in Arizona, he ran the team out there, and they actually were on an investigation with Zach and all of them. They took them to some famous place in Arizona, and my cousin said a whole production crew come in, and everything was so set up and fake. He was very disappointed. And, when I heard that and then you see other things, there's other stuff going on, I'm thinking, oh, okay, these guys are full of it. It's all a show. And they're putting it out there that it's real. And Zach gets on your nerves. I guess on mine anyway. Wayne's going to be taking a nap. I always look forward to naps. That's the way to recharge the batteries for us old folk. I say last night I was dead. By the time we got home, I was so shot. And I'm thinking, I don't dare lay down. I'll fall asleep. And then I wouldn't sleep the rest of the night. My husband took a quick nap, but me, no, I had to stay up. And I was dying to go lay down. It's a long ride. Yes, my Nana nap is calling. Oh, yeah, see, everybody's got to get their nap in. We need it to make it through the rest of the day. And it could be 20 minutes, a half hour, maybe an hour. And then you're good. You're golden. But my mother-in-law used to call it a nanny nap. Yeah, just take a few minutes. I always catch my father because he's got his office, and I'll go in there because he watches TV in his office. And I'll go in there, and he's sleeping in the chair. And I'll wake him up. He's like, oh, no, I was fine. No, you were sleeping. And then later he's bitching and his neck hurts. I go, well, that's what you get for sleeping in a chair. I like naps. Mine usually last 10 hours. Ooh, that's a nap. Yeah, because of the fibro, I've got to take one every day, and it's usually an hour. And then I could make it through the rest of the night. And then sometimes I'm up till 2 because insomnia kicks in. Yeah, power naps are good. Yeah, they are. Sometimes you need that just quick 20 minutes. My husband will do that. 20 minutes, half hour in the Barker Lounger. And then he's good to go for the rest of the day. Of course, the job that he does, he's outside a lot, and it's a lot of physical labor. So he's got to have that. He's got to have that power nap. Well, you're very welcome, Carla. I'd make it fun. Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. No, Zacky Poo. I know you're killing me. I wonder, Carla, if anybody has sent him any of those videos that you're making. I'd like to know what he would think of those. Of course, knowing him being a dirty bird, he'd probably try to hook up with you. I don't even know what the hell ever happened with it. He's still in trouble for that, going after young girls. Zach's got to remember, he's not 20 years old anymore. He's getting old like the rest of us. Good morning, Bootsy. How cute is that? KK Bootsy, I love it. Thanks for joining us. We're only going to be on for a little bit longer. A few of my ladies need to get their rest. It's late for some of us. Let's see. Deathwish, I'm sorry. He's cringe to me. Oh, yeah. Well, some people think he's a hottie. But Aaron is much nicer than Zach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. Zach has such a chip on his shoulder. Man, does he have a chip. That's why I always say when I used to watch it, and they'd say, "Oh, just here, throw this stone, throw this rock." I'm thinking, please, somebody throw a rock. I know that's terrible, but just smack him, get him right between the eyes. Maybe just shut him up. Of course, they'd probably shit all over themselves. It actually happened. It's nearly 4 o'clock in England. Yeah, you guys are winding down. Yeah, that thing with his wife was horrible. Just awful. Here, you think this is the person you love, the person you're supposed to trust 100% completely, and she's setting up for that. Wow, blows your mind. Zach is creepy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And it's time to change that hairdo. He's got that rooster thing going on. Give it up, man. With the dark glasses. I mean, what does he think? He Bono or something? I don't know. I have no idea what that's all about. I don't even watch any of that stuff. So the only time we get any kind of update is when Carla does the spoof. Well, she goes after it, but I would love it to hear if actually somebody had sent him some of those and see what he thought of it. Wonder if he would think it's funny or would he take offense? Who knows? Zach always gave me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, he's creepy. He's a creepy dude. And I'm not into those guys that wear those girl jeans or whatever the hell they call those jeans. It's just And then it kills me. He's always got a respirator and stuff on, but the rest of the team, it's okay if they suck in the black mold. I just ego. He'd take it. Oh yeah, probably because Carla gets him good, and he does. He has. I've heard some stories about him, boy, where he has actually gone and contacted, other television networks and stuff to stop people from, having their own shows. And yeah, he's something else. That rooster noise on your startup video where you tell it to shut up cracks me up every time. Oh, thanks, Piggy. I was hoping that's what it. And then you hear the ping of the pan hitting the rooster. I've had some experiences where I've wanted to hit a rooster with a pan and tell it to shut up. With his ego, Zach would freak. Oh, I guarantee it. I'd love it. I don't know if anyone's even watched the romance one he made. I ran in to it that no. Well, I'm sure you're researching it because you're doing your own thing with his stuff. So you're catching all that stuff. He can swoon Miss Serpentine if the price is right. Doesn't mean she's gonna date him though. There you go. It's all good fun. Zach would probably try to sue. Yeah. Well, none of them could take a joke. Uh-oh, CJ this week. Here we go. You got your dirt? I should do that. I got a whole bag of potting soil out in the yard. I should jar it up in the mason jars. I'm doing this all the wrong way. That's what it is. I'm just doing it wrong. Yeah, he would. He would get he would be pissed because of the ego. The ego gets in the way. He's definitely full of it. I don't know, guys, but I've had a great time. I hope you did. I'm glad you joined me. Don't forget to wish Miss Carla a happy birthday today. It's her birthday. Her and I will be doing Chick Chat this evening at 7:00. Hopefully, you guys will come and hang out with us so we could chat some more. It's always a good time, and I always appreciate everybody hanging out with us. The donations, you guys are superstars. Thanks for who donated. I really appreciate it. It all comes back to the channel. It's the only way I could survive in this YouTube world, and it's all because of you guys, and I really appreciate it. See, now he's selling ghost toilet paper. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, this was saying I got a whole bag of dirt in the yard, man. I'm gonna bag it up and say that yeah, it's possessed dirt. You can't open the jar. You let it out. Some crazy crap like that. Maybe he would hire me. Hey, you never know. You never know, Carla. But ladies, everybody who needs to go to sleep, guys, get your sleep in, get your naps in. Wayne, get your phone charged. Also, I made mention, guys, I've started up the new stuff for the magazine for October. Send in what you can. I would really appreciate it. It'll go in. It's fun. It's a Halloween issue. It's always a good one. Also, some new merch is going to be coming. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to do some merch for the morning brew. I thought it'd be cool to add it to the store. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. No molesting the ghosties. Yeah, I know. Keep your hands to yourself. And we will be doing morning brew again on Tuesday. Hopefully you guys will come and join that day as well. I appreciate all of you. You guys have a great day. And big kiss. Talk to you guys all later.